explaining about the percentage error because yesterday we haven't start the percentage error yet. So here we already give you example what is the percentage error. The percentage error is always the difference between the number given to its upper bound or its lower bound. So in here I already have 150 centimeter length to the and then it's given the percentage error of 50%, and then it will be easier to find upper bound and lower bound by finding the value of 5% of 150 first. So you can type it in your calculator. 5% times 150, it will be equals to 7.5. After you got it is 7.5, so to find the upper bound, because upper bound it will be bigger than its number, so I need to add it. So 150 plus 7.5, it will which is equals to 157.5 as the upper bound, and the lower bound the number is smaller, that's why we use subtraction. Then the lower bound will be 142.5%. Before I move to the homework, is there anyone still getting confused with my example question about percentage error?
Yeah.
Hello? You can unmute yourself. Before I mute all of you can unmute yourself and tell me if you are still having difficulties, or you can type it through the chat. I read the chat, but I will not replay it through the chat box. I will directly replay it with my voice. So is there anything that is still confusing about the percentage error? Percentage error, how to find it? We have to find the difference between the number given to its lower bound or to its upper bound. It will be the percentage of error. Is there anyone have difficulties or getting confused with this example question before I move to the workbook? Hello? Is my voice not audible?
Yeah. Okay.
Hello? No. It's only Orfeo, my students. The other is not having question. Okay, and then I'll continue to the next slide. If you do not ask me any question, it means it's already clear. So really, no one having question? Okay, I'll continue to the question.
Was bit confused, teacher.
Please tell me, do not stay quiet. For the percentage of error, it's always the difference between the number given to its upper bound and lower bound. If usually we already have the number, it's already given to the nearest whole number or to the nearest one decimal place, to the nearest how many significant figures. We usually have that kind of question, right? Today, this is the question. We are not, the degree of accuracy is not given. We only have the percentage of error. So, to find the upper bound and lower bound, we have to find the value of 5% of 150. How to find it? You can directly calculate 5% times 150. When you calculate 5% times 150, the answer will be equals to 7.5. When you already find the 7.5, you know, right, that the upper bound will be bigger than the compared to the given number. That's why to find the upper bound, I need to plus it. 150 plus by 7.5, which is equals to 157.5. And then for the lower bound, the number will be smaller. That's why I subtract it, become 142.5. Is there anyone have question or get difficulties?
Yeah.
Or if you are confused, which part that making you confused, please let me know.
Okay.
Or my voice not audible enough.
Teacher, audible.
So I can move to the other to the question from the notebook, or is there anything still confusing from this example question that I gave you through the Google Classroom?
Workbook, teacher.
Let's start it from the question one first. Can you, is the slide already at the question at the workbook already, or this is still at the previous slide? Yeah. A town is built on a rectangular plot of a land measuring by 3.7 by 5.2 kilometer correct to one decimal place. What are the upper and lower limits of the area of the town? So what things that we have to do first in here? Anyone want to help me? What do we have to do first if we have this case? Hello? Is my internet gone or something?
No,
Hello?
teacher.
Okay.
No, teacher.
So please let me know what things that I have to do first. I want a discussion. I don't want to give you example. Only the final answer. I want us to discuss it. So please, anyone want to give me the idea? What do we have to do first?
This one the homework, right?
Yes. Let us discuss from the question one first. This is similar like yesterday. So what things that I have to do first for this question one, if I have a rectangular plot that is 3.7 kilometer by 5.2 kilometer correct to one decimal place. And now we need to find the upper and lower limit of the area. So what do we have to do first to answer this question?
Find the upper bound and lower bound.
Of which one?
5.7 and 5.2.
Okay, 3.7. What is the upper bound of 3.7?
3.75.
Okay, 3.75. And then the lower bound of 3.7, how many it will be?
3.65.
Okay, anyone get confused for the upper bound and lower bound of this number? No, if no one, then I will find the upper bound and lower bound of 5.2. How many is the upper bound?
5.25.
Okay, what about the lower bound?
5.15.
Okay, anyone get confused or get difficulties? If anyone get confused and get difficulties on finding the upper bound and lower bound, please let me know. Do not stay quiet. It's okay to ask clarification. Is there anyone have question? No?
No.
If no one have question, let us continue to find the upper bound of the area. How to find the upper bound of the area? How many times how many? You can use calculator.
3.75 times
Uh-huh.
5.25.
3.75 times 5.25. How many it will be? Yes.
19.7.
Okay, anyone?
What is this?
The workbook page 6.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yes. Yes,
I
someone
thought
talking.
multiplication upper bound times upper bound.
Yeah. The upper bound is 3.75, right? And then the upper bound is 5.25, upper bound of 5.25, right? Or I make a wrong number, or did I take the wrong number? Upper bound of
No,
3.7, it will be 3.75. That's why I take the 3.75. And then the second upper bound, I take the 5.25 because the upper bound of 5.2 is 5.25. Or is there any part that I make a wrong typing, maybe a fail? Because sometimes when I type, I will type the wrong number also.
no,
No.
the screen is a split up.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, I could not change the font of the screen. That's why I don't know how to use it. Sorry, if it is too small, I'm really sorry. For the lower one, later maybe I will share the recording through the YouTube again. So maybe you can watch it better if you open it in the big screen because the font is small. I cannot change the font in here. Okay, for the lower bound, how many times so many? Hello.
3.65 times
Okay.
5.15.
Okay, anyone get confused? Times 5.15. How many it will be?
18.8.
Okay, anyone get confused? Is there anyone get confused? Is there anyone get confused? Is there anyone get confused? No one? Really? For sure? If no one get
Yes.
confused, then I'll continue to question 3. For the question 3, we need to find the percentage of error. But now, before I find the percentage of error, anyone still remember what is percentage of error? I already explained before in the previous slide. What is percentage of error? Hello? Is my internet gone? Hello?
Nope, we can hear you.
Because the class is quiet, the chat is also empty, that's why I'm asking. Okay, anyone still remember I just explained about the percentage of error? Anyone still remember what is percentage of error or how do we find the percentage of error? What do we have to find first?
Upper bound.
Yeah, let us find the upper bound and lower bound. So, what is the upper bound and lower bound of 303?
103.5.
Yeah, 303.5. Yes, and then for the lower bound?
102.5.
Okay. Anyone get confused? Is there anyone get confused? Okay, so now for the 30, what is the upper bound and lower bound of 30?
30.5.
Okay, 30.5 and the lower bound?
29.5.
Anyone get confused? You know, if you do not want to turn on the camera and I cannot see your voice, I am not able to read your chat, I will assume that you are absent, Luya. So please be active. I want a discussion. I don't want to just directly give the answer to you. So if we have discussion, I want all of you to be understand, not only just copying the answer only and do not know what to do to solve this kind of a question. So please be active. If you do not want to talk, there is an option to type through the chat box. If you are too shy, you don't want your friend to know that you are having question. There is an option to chat privately. So I will be able to read it. I will not mention your name if you are too shy. If you don't want anyone to know that you get difficulties, but please do not be so quiet. I'm not talking to my laptop, I'm talking to my students. I want all of my students to try to speak, try to talk, okay? Because I want a discussion. I don't want to be the one that only explaining. I want all of you to try to do also with me. So is there anyone have difficulties to find the upper bound and lower bound of 303 and 330 degrees? Is there anyone have difficulties? Is there anyone? No. If you have no difficulties, percentage error is always we have to find the difference between the number to its upper bound or its lower bound. So what is the difference in here in the if I use the Kelvin? What is the difference from the upper bound to the number given? How many is the difference?
0.5.
Okay, so the difference is 0.5. Anyone get confused to find the difference? Is there anyone get confused to find the difference? To find the
Me, teacher.
difference, to find the difference, you just need to subtract it. I told you to find the percentage of error, you just need to find the difference between the number given to its upper bound or its lower bound. So when you know that the upper bound is 303.5 and the number given is 303, can you find the difference? How many is the difference? To find the difference, you can just directly subtract it. If you cannot count, you are allowed to using calculator. You can use calculator. 303.5 minus 303, it will be 0.5, right? Is it? Or anyone still getting confused? Hello? Is there anyone still getting confused? Or my internet disappear? Hello? Hello?
So for
Hello?
question
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Okay.
Teacher.
Uh-huh.
Teacher.
Yes, I'm
For
here.
2A, we just have to find
Yes,
the
sir.
difference. That's it.
Find the difference, but this is
Sir, for
percentage.
2.5.
Find the difference, Rahmat. I told you the first step to find the percentage of error, the first step you have to do is finding the difference between the number given to its upper bound or its lower bound. The number given is how many if I use the Kelvin? Is 303, right? The upper bound of 303 is 303.5. So how many is the difference between 303 and also 303.5? The difference is 0.5, right? If I want to compare it with lower bound, so it will be 303. The lower bound is 302.5. So I just need to find the difference between 303 and 302.5. The difference is 0.5. Or is there anyone still having difficulties to find the difference? Or my internet disappear? Hello? Hello?
Hi,
It's
teacher.
clear.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So, is there anyone get difficulties to find the difference or still do not get how to do it before I go to the percentage of error? Knock knock. Is there any students there? I through the chat box is empty. The voice is also clear. No one is talking. So, is there anything that is still confusing for you to find the difference? Hello? Hello? Hello?
It's clear. It's clear.
Is my internet disappeared? Hello, test.
No,
Hi, teacher.
no.
Okay.
Hello. No.
Is my
No.
voice
No, I can see
laggy?
you.
Is my voice laggy or my video blurry or
No.
something? Hello? It's already normal.
No. No.
Okay then.
It is here from before.
Okay then. Because no one is talking and no one is talking to me. No, from the chat box is only calling teacher, but not telling me anything. So I don't know if my voice or my internet having trouble. So no one having difficulties to find the difference, right? Or is there anyone still get difficulties to find the difference? Is there anyone? No? Okay, because no one is telling me anything, so I will assume it that no one have difficulties to find the wait. Hello? Hello? Hello, is my video having a trouble?
Hi.
Is my internet having trouble or something?
No.
No, really? Okay. So after we're done finding the difference, after we're done finding the difference, we are going to find the percentage error. We have to compare between the difference and also the number given. So the difference is 0.5 and then the number given is 303. We need to find the difference between 0.5 and also the 303 because this is about a percentage, so we need to multiply it by 100% to get to make it into percentage. We multiply it by 100%. You can calculate using calculator. This type of question usually allowed to use calculator, so this is will be the percentage of error. How many percent is it? 0.5 by 303 times 100%. Hello. Hello, is my internet having trouble or something?
No.
No. So, is there anyone get confused to find the percentage of error? Do not forget to round off your number. After you got it, the answer will be 0.1501, sorry, 0.16501650 and so on. After number 6, it is number 5. So the number 6 you have to round it up, become 0.17. Is there anyone get difficulties? Hello?
No,
No.
teacher.
Okay, so now if I want to find the percentage of error, if I using the Celsius, if I use the Celsius, how many percent is it? Can you please try it by yourself just to check if you really understand or not? The step is exactly the same. So you have to find the difference. How many is the difference? How many is the difference? If you are confused, please tell me which part that making you confused. Do not only tell me, teacher, I'm confused. Because I don't know, do I have to start it from question 1 or do I have to start it from which part? I really don't know. So please, if you have difficulties, tell me which part that making you confused. So for the question 2, because the number is given to the nearest whole number, so you have to find the upper bound and lower bound of each number given. Do you have any difficulties to find the upper bound and lower bound of each number given? Before I move to question 2a, for those who ask me, no, you do not get difficulties to find the value of upper bound and lower bound. Okay. If you have no difficulties to find the value of upper bound and lower bound, so it means you need to find the difference between each number between the number given to its upper bound or its lower bound. It's up to you. You can pick compare it to lower bound or compare it to upper bound. So if for example I want to compare it to upper bound, so it will be 303. I compare it with 303.5. The difference will be 0.5, right? After I got the difference, because this is about the percentage of error, I have to compare it to the number given. The number given is 303. So it will be 0.5 by 303 times 100% because we are going to find the percentage, and then we calculate it. You can use calculator. The answer will be 0.165016501650 and so on. Because I just want to keep it as two decimal place, that's why the answer I got it as 0.17%. Is it clear enough for those who ask me, or is there anything that is still confusing for you? Hello?
Hi.
Okay. Okay, if it is clear enough, so I want you to find how many percent is the percentage of error in a Celsius problem, in the Celsius unit. How many is it? I don't want to write the step, I just want to directly the final answer. I want to check if you really understand or not. How many?
1.7%.
1.7%. Okay, thank you. 1.7%, correct. Is there anyone get confused? Yeah, if you want to give it as 1.67% also okay. So because some of you already answered it and no one asked me any question about question 2a, so I think to
Make it
yes,
to one decimal, two decimal.
for the percentage usually one decimal
Me,
place
teacher.
is enough.
Is it better to keep it in one decimal place or two decimal place?
Yeah,
Okay,
for
okay.
percentage, usually one decimal place is enough. But if you want to keep it as two decimal place, is also okay. Because the question is not asking, the question does not asking you anything. So it will be up to you. You can make it into one decimal place, or you can make it into two decimal place. Also okay. Is there anyone have question still? If no one have question, I will move to question 2b. For question 2b, explain why the percentage error are different. Why is it different? Why is it different? If you have no question, so I don't think you will have difficulties to answer why is it different, because are the difference already the same? Are the difference already the same? The difference are the same, but the degrees are different. Okay, is there anyone have difficulties or getting confused? Yeah, the other one is 0.5 by 303, and then this is for Kelvin, and then for the Celsius it will be 0.5 by 300 by 30. Is there anyone have difficulties or getting confused? Is there anyone? No? If no one get confused, then I will continue to question 3. 1 mile equals to
No,
1.6093
teacher, I will
kilometer.
copy.
Okay. Later, if you do not have enough time to copy, I will send the recording to you so you can open the link and try to copy it from the link that I give it to you. Okay, so I'll continue to question 3. 1 mile equals to 1.6093 kilometer, correct to for decimal place. And then if a distance in 7 is 7 mile, correct to the nearest mile. What limits between the distance in kilometer? So if we have this case, we need to find the upper bound and lower bound of each number first, right? Anyone want to help me to find the upper bound and lower bound of 1.6093? What is the upper bound?
1.60935.
1.60935. Okay. Is there anyone get difficulties for the upper bound? So how many is the lower bound?
1.60925.
Okay. Now for 7 miles, what is the upper bound and lower bound?
7.5.
Okay, 7.5. I keep reading through the chat, so you can mention your answer through the chat also if you want to be active in the class. So I will notice that you are still exist in this class, because it's so hard to ask all of you to keep your camera on. So is there anyone have difficulties to find the upper bound and lower bound of this number? Is there anyone? If you
No.
have difficulties, let us find the upper bound of the distance. What is the upper bound of the distance? Do we have to do multiplication? Do we have to do addition or subtraction or division or multiplication with one? Which one that we have to use?
It is multiplication.
So
Multiplication, I
many.
think.
Yes, it will be multiplication. So it will be 1.60935. We multiplied by what number for the upper bound?
7.5.
Okay, 7.5. So how many it will be? You can use calculator. I'm also using calculator.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I'm using calculator also, so you can use calculator.
12.07.
Yeah, make it as 12.1 kilometers, yeah. Is it okay? Okay then. Now for the lower bound, how many it will be for the lower bound?
Um,
So the leftover one, 1.60925, we multiplied by 6.5. How many it will be? Someone already done with it? Okay, is it 10.5 or is there anyone disagree with this answer?
no.
Okay, is there anyone get difficulties so far or getting confused with today's explanation? Is there anything confusing for you still? Is there anything confusing? No? Really? If nothing is confusing, then I can continue to we still have like 5 minutes before we end up the class. So I will review a little about the chapter 3 because chapter 3 is too easy. Yeah. So yeah, the chapter 3 is on your textbook, page 24 until 29 is calculation and order, and usually we will not use calculator for this chapter. Yeah. So in here, I will just remind you about the sign. This is the sign for the equal to, and then the second one is not equal to. This is for the greater than, this is greater than or equal, this is less than, and this is less than or equal. Please kindly get used to with all of this sign because later we will meet this kind of a question a lot, especially using algebra. So please kindly try to keep up, try to memorize. This is greater, so yeah, I think you already get used to it since you were in grade 8, right? Or is there anyone still get confused to differentiate which one is the greater than, which one is less than? If, for example, you are still getting confused, maybe I can make like a line in here. This is for the greater than. If I'm, this is will be look like a letter B. So this sign it will be bigger than, and then this if there is a line again, it will be bigger than or equal. So the other one when I do not make it into letter B, it will be less than. Is there anyone have difficulties to differentiate the sign of greater than and less than? Is there anyone get difficulties? Okay, no one is asking me anything, so I think you have no difficulties. I will continue. In here, we have that the x is less than or sorry, the x is bigger or equal than 3. This is we read it as x bigger or equal 3. And then so we need to write any number that is bigger or equal 3. So we can write it start from 3, after 3 it can be 4, and then the number is not always a whole number in this case because the x is not having any additional word as x is an integer, so the x it can be a decimal, it can be a fraction, it can be a whole number, it can be in any type. So in here it can be 3, 4, 4.2, 5, 5.6 and any other number as long as the number is bigger or equal 3. Now if I have this sign, this is 3 is less than or equal x, right? In here this is actually these two sign there, so it means in here we have to find the number, the 3 is less than or equal x, so I have to find any number that will satisfy this one. So in this here I can get 3, 4, 4.2, 5, 5.6. Oh, so from here we can notice that when I have x is bigger or equal 3 and I have 3 is less than or equal x, they are actually equal. They are actually the same inequality. Just when we write the x and 3 in different direction, the x is on the left side, the 3 on the right side, so the inequality sign will also flip. Is there anyone have difficulties or maybe my explanation is too confusing or something? Hello? Or my internet is having
No,
trouble?
teacher, it's clear.
No. Okay. Yeah, so actually they are the same. It's just different way we are telling it. To make it easier, it will be better if we write the letter X on the left side. It will be easier for us to read. Now maybe we still have like 2 minutes left. Yeah, we only have 2 minutes left. In here also the same thing. So if I have 5 is bigger than x, this is a bit difficult. It will be easier if I write it as x is less than 5. So it means I just need to find any number that is less than 5. They are 4, 3.2, 3, 2.8, 2, 1 and any other number. In here I have negative 7 is less than or equal x. it will be a bit difficult for me to recognize. So it will be always easier to make it X bigger, X on the left side. But if you already get used to it, you don't have to flip it, you don't have to move it, it will be up to you. But for me, as I experience, it will be easier if the X on the left side. So this is for today. I just want to revise or remind you about how we flip the number and also flip the sign. Is there anyone have difficulty still? Is there anyone get difficulties?
Oh, teacher.
Okay. Okay, I think that's all for today's class. For the homework, I don't think I will give you any homework. For the homework, just read the chapter 3, and if it is still possible, try to finish the exercise 3.1. So tomorrow when we have the discussion, we can directly discuss the answer. No need to wait for you to do it first. Okay? I think that's all for today's class. Good morning and thank you, students.
Teacher.
Yes, Richita.
Teacher.